All right, I can tell you number 7 is a bit challenging. It's a good one to know how to do. It's a good one to practice, but it is challenging. So George works at an office, entering data into a computer system. He can enter information. I don't care about this right now. The company that George works for has the option of sending George on a training course on Monday. If he goes on the course, then he will not be able to enter any data that day, but will be able to enter the information for 35 records each hour once he has been trained. So if you'll notice what I did there, I started seeing that, okay, I got the gist of what the premise is. So George works in the office entering data into a computer system. And then I started seeing that they were giving me information. I don't care what this information is because I don't know where to store the information because I don't have it relating to any other part of the problem yet. So that's why I just skipped. And it's difficult if you don't have that intuition, without the experience. But it's something I encourage you to start trying to do is see if you can get just the general premise, and as soon as you start noticing that you're getting information, just skip it and move on to the next part, gather more information so that you know where to put the particulars. So now we read this part. So if George goes on the training course, at what time and on which day will he have entered the same number of records as he would have had he not gone on the course? So now we know the premise, we know what the question is asking us, and now we have a better location for us to store this information. So we know in reading here, he can enter the information 25 records in 1 hour. So 25 records per 1 hour. And he works 4 hours per day, Monday through Friday, starting at 9. So his hours are, if it's 4 hours, we can think of it as 9 to 1, but we'll say 13 just because that's how they would write it. But we could say 1, actually, since we're just showing our work. All right. The company then says after he does this course, he's going to be able to do 35 records per 1 hour, still 4 times a day, or 4 hours per day, still 9 to 1. So how much, they want to know, when will he have made up all of the ones that he missed on the day that he would be at the training on the Monday? So basically we need to figure out how many he isn't doing on Monday. So if he does 25 records per hour and he works 4 hours, it's 25 records times 4 is 100 records that he needs to make up. Okay, so the question is, between this new rate, when is he going to be able to catch up? So the difference, now this is something that's not so intuitive, so it's important to try to think this through and understand what's happening here. The difference between the rates is 10 records per hour, per 1 hour. And I got that because 35 minus 25 is 10. So it's increasing 10 records per hour, and he's missing 100 records. So we can look at it like this. He has to make up 100 records at a rate difference of 10 records per hour. So whenever you're dividing by a fraction, we can rewrite this as keep, change, flip 1 hour over 10. And then if we multiply across, we get this is rate still, 100 rate times hour over 10, 100 records times hour over 10 record. Those wind up canceling out. And so 100 hours divided by 10 is 10 hours. So all we need to do from here is count the number of hours from when he starts work to the time we get to 10 hours. So day 1 will be 4 hours. Day 2 will be another 4 hours, which puts us at 8, which means we need 2 more hours. So that's going to be 9 plus 2, which puts us at 11 a.m. on Thursday. And remember, it's Thursday because the counting starts on Tuesday instead of Monday because he was at the training on Monday. So I know that this was a bit of a convoluted problem. I urge you to go back and go through this if you're a little stuck. If you can't do this on your own, I definitely want you to try going through, making sure you can, because this is something that you're definitely going to see, and it's something that's definitely complicated. So make sure you're okay with this before moving on to B. And not just copying down the motions, going through the motions, but erase everything, turn the page, see if you can get through it on your own, because it is a lot, and it's very easy to just follow along.